Yeah, thank you very much. I hope everything you said was all good. I didn't understand everything, but there was something about inspiration and success and how we are all, very, very good. So thank you for inviting us here and give us the opportunity to talk to you a little bit about how we established Cloud in Croatia. So we will be here for the next 2 days. So if anybody has questions, we can sit together for coffee and talk about every details you want to know. So I come from the company that's called Apis IT. We are a limited company. Basically, we have been founded in the 60s by the government and went through basically all the big government systems and IT projects through these 60 years. We have over 500 employees, and since we've been dealing with all these projects, we have the skills and engineers for basically all the technology that is here. So for the new technologies, for the legacy technologies, so you name it, we got it. It's because we have been working on the most important government projects since the 60s. The company was established basically to do the calculation for the pension fund in the 60s, and we were using the first big IBM mainframes in the region. So today we are working on biggest government projects like EU interoperability, geoportals, e-citizens, properties and permits. So we are heavily involved in tax authority, customs administration authority, and we are also since 3 years the main management and operator for the Croatian government cloud. So we were also supporting everything you needed to establish new electronic services during the COVID. We also had some our own troubles with earthquakes and everything, so we have quick response teams that can develop solutions right on the spot. And in 2020s, we are working on the new projects in using the recovery and resiliency funds. So a little bit about the government cloud. So the project was funded for the Ministry of Public Administration. It was funded from the Cohesion Fund. The goal was to consolidate state information infrastructure, databases, and applications. So basically, Croatia, in its strategy from 2012 to 2020, we recognized that government IT infrastructure and data was like a strategic resource of the country, like weapons, medicine, water, energy. So IT is also strategic infrastructure, and they basically put together the regulations and sought how to get funding. And during this time, we started to develop strategy how to implement the government cloud. And in 2018, the team was formed in Apis together with me and a couple of other colleagues. So we were basically working as a small startup and within the company, who were tasked to build it from scratch. So there were no legacy systems, there were no interference from outside, from the old, business partners. So we were given the freedom to put it together as we want, as a small team. So basically in 2018 we started to to make the feasibility studies, designs, and for implementation. In 2018 the project was approved by European Union. We received 50 million euros for financing for this project. And already in 2019, on the 1st of November, we were up and running and operational. And we established, you can see these, 3 basic, services in every cloud infrastructure. So infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So government recognized that IT is a horizontal function, and all these horizontal functions within all the government agencies and ministries are all the same, and it should be centralized and managed by one single team. And basically we started to provide the services at the end of 2019. And now we have basically a project running for 3 years and a couple of months. It's been successful. We mostly pulled all the money from the EU fund, and now we have received the extension of funding, which is ×2 the money we already received from Cohesion Fund, from the Recovery and Resiliency Fund. So we are extending the financing until 2027 and building new services. You will see it later. So basically, I will just go through these small slides. We invested heavily in 2 Tier 3 data centers with all the latest technology of hardware and software to build it. This is the basic the diagram of the services we offer. So up to here is the responsibility of our team to maintain the basis of technology to provide the services, and services are built upon this technology. So we have basically most of the users use infrastructure as a service mostly. Then we have some database as a service. There are, I think, 4 software as a service services that have been established or are being established right now. And we have also this government service bus, which is basically enterprise service bus as a service for the government. So we maintain this platform and give it to the government agencies to work with it. So in short, basically my colleagues before, you will understand this diagram because everybody was talking about it. So basically we are maintaining a government service bus, which is a big API supermarket. So if you want to build a new service like an application or e-citizen service or business to government service, you just need to subscribe to some of the data from these APIs, and you avoid these many-to-many relationships that we had before. So there were like 600 registries and applications that needed to talk to each other, so you have to establish many relationships between them. But now you can just connect to government service bus and pull the data you need, and make a service, make an API, and it should work. So yeah, and what we have established so far, so we have an infrastructure that's running 20,000 basically virtual CPUs and over 50,000 giga RAMs and 10 petabytes of disk and virtual servers. We have 20,000 users of our SaaS services. So it's a process that is going on gradually. So basically what we did, we started a textbook cloud transition. So all the things you read about how it's difficult to start using the cloud, all the resistance in the organization, we all went through it. So we know what is the way to do it. So if you have some questions about our experience, we are at your service, so you can ask later. So we have now over 500 users. So from the situation that we are, that we were asking our colleagues in the government sector to start using the cloud, please come and use the cloud, it will be nice. Now 3 years after, everybody wants to use the cloud, and so we are telling them, okay, please stand in line, because there are so many people who want to use it, and we now need to expand our capacities. So what's in the future? So we are now implementing new capacities through the next 2-3 years, and implementing some new services like web hosting services for the government bodies, CM, some ITIL tools for the IT departments in the government bodies to manage their IT, blockchain platforms, biometry platforms, and of course we are developing new ideas as the time goes. So if you want to know how to relatively successfully implement the government cloud, please don't hesitate to talk to us. No, I mean, it's not all, roses and unicorns. We have all had big challenges and still do, but, you have to go on with the digitalization because the government and the users are expecting it to go on. So, thank you very much.